Okay, so I managed to make up the words I lost. However, I did not get a fresh day's amount of words in at all today, but I finished off the chapter that I lost the majority of. So I'm not behind by any means, because I was already almost 2 days ahead when I lost like a little less than 1 day's worth of work. So I'm okay, word count wise. I'm a little annoyed that I'm no longer on track for a chapter a day, because I just finished the 7th chapter. Today's the 8th day. By the end of today, I should have been at the end of the 8th chapter. And that's just not going to happen, because it's already like 7 o'clock and I am super exhausted. It was really weird, because when I realized that I had lost those words and that work I had done last night for like 2 hours worth of work. If you've ever seen the Robot Chicken skit of the giraffe going through the 5 stages of grief as he's stuck in this sinking sand pit, that's totally what I was doing. At first, I was like, nah, it's gotta be in here somewhere. I just opened the wrong file. It's totally not gone. Denial. And then it's like depression, and I was just like crying. I'm like, it can't be gone. All that work, I don't want to rewrite this chapter. I didn't like writing it the first time. And then I went to anger, where I'm like, what the fuck? I saved this like 1,000 times. This is bullpucky. There's no way that this should have been lost. This computer's broken. And then it kind of went on to bargaining. And I was just like, if this will just magically appear back in my files somehow, I will be so happy. And then I kind of got to the point where I'm like, well, I guess it's gone. I guess I'm just going to have to rewrite it. Well, on the bright side, I did write a note for myself saying that it was going to need a lot of work, because I totally wrote this one interaction wrong and stuff. So this gives me a fresh chance to do that over the way that I wanted to do it in the first place. So I guess that's kind of a silver lining. I got to kind of the acceptance phase. It's still driving me nuts how on earth I saved that as many times as I did, and it just wasn't in there at all. No clue what happened. No clue. I think I'm going to start at the end of every chapter putting it in Scrivener as well, so I have kind of a backup, as well as emailing it to myself every night so that I have several backups. I also have a flash drive. I should probably put it on there too every night to be safe, because I don't want to ever do that again. I don't ever want to have to rewrite almost an entire chapter because something happened. Learn from my mistake. Save in multiple places, save multiple formats, do something. Don't end up like me, very sad person having to rewrite a chapter and be very depressed. I had to motivate myself to go get the chapter redone by bribing myself to go out to my favorite restaurant and saying I would rewrite it while I was there. And I told myself, if I'm not getting a lot of words done within a half hour, I have to leave and take my food to go. I can't hang out there anymore. I have to go home and get my writing done. So I buckled down and I got like 600 words done in a half hour, which was pretty decent. And I finished the chapter off again. I was expecting the chapter to be shorter on the second writing through, but it actually ended up being about 100 words or 125 words longer than the original one. And I am actually legitimately happier with it. So it is kind of a blessing in disguise. I'm real annoyed that I had to redo that. That really sucked. Anyway, tomorrow we're going to do chapter 8. Oh, I forgot to mention, I was meaning to mention this in a couple of videos. I guess it's okay that I missed out on that chapter, or that I'm not on the end of the 8th chapter by the end of the 8th day, because I did some work on my outline now that I've got a better feel for how the pacing is for how I'm writing each of these chapters. And I realized that several of the chapters that I had split in two really are going to end up being in one chapter. I can just tell from the outline and the amount of information that's actually outlined for them. So I went through and I found the ones that were obviously going to end up being one chapter instead of two, and I already combined those in my outline. And I've already gone down from, originally I had 32 chapters outlined to, I think I'm at like 28 or 27 now. So it actually doesn't matter anymore about getting the chapter a day done, because I've got like 2 or 3 days leeway on that. So from now on, I'm going to be putting more emphasis on just getting my word count in, and then try to keep it approximately 1 chapter a day so that I do get through the entire first draft by the end. And that's going to be that. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. I'm sorry I was depressing today. Today was like a cursed day, I'm telling you. I hope everybody else had a better day and nobody out there is losing their words. I will talk to you again tomorrow. Alrighty, bye-bye.